I love all the shares that you have been giving me recently, and this amazing, lovely, beautiful woman asked me this. I just wonder if things are ever going to get any better. I am so tired of struggling. I feel like I'm stuck in mud, and as soon as I get free and start thriving, and then everything crashes like and I'm pulled back, and I'm scared to try again this time. Now, I've been there, and I genuinely have been there, because I remember saying to my husband and other people, I am scared to say that I'm happy, because I remember feeling happy. I went to a festival, I came back, and then I lost this cat that was like a baby to me. I did my Reiki training and then lost other stuff. And it was this thing of every time I felt I was making good, positive steps forward in my life, and that I actually uttered the words, oh, I feel happy, then everything went poof. So I do understand. When I say I understand that, I get it, because you're like, well, I don't want to try and make things better, because if I make things better, then things are bad. And what's going on with all of that? And there might be people that will say you're self-sabotaging and you're doing this, that and the other. But what's actually happening, I think, is that life's become a bit black and white. There's not much middle ground and the grey, and there's a lot of, you're either things are great or things are bad. So it's a really easy, simple practice to do when you say it out loud, but to actually do it, it can feel really challenging. And you'll know I'm going to say this, but doing gratitudes, and not just platitude gratitudes where you're like, I'm grateful for this today. No, I'm talking about every single day knowing that it is safe for you to acknowledge the tiny wins, the tiny things that you are grateful for, the tiny things that have happened, the person who smiled at you, the person that liked your post, the person who's answering your video, the little things. Because what it does, and do you know what? It's in my, I'll show you this now, it's in my Fear Back to Love book, and we've just worked through this in my group together, and we'll be coming back around to it. Bear with me, I should know exactly where it is, but of course I don't. So, no, it's further back here. Okay, this is, and I'll send this directly to the lady who asked me the question. I've done other videos on this too. This came to me in the middle of the night, just ages ago, by fearing. Okay, let me backtrack. Every dot is a day. Okay, this dot is when something big happens. Fear is making every day feel that little bit more, because that's what fear does. Is it kind of goes, oh, I'm gonna make it so that we're anticipating things, and then it happens, and then you still feel really bad. If we can get it to a stage where we reset your fear profile so that basically every single day is viewed with a little bit more compassion, with a little bit more kindness for everything that you are already doing, because my God, you're trying. The very fact you're saying this, you are trying. And yeah, you're scared to try again, and it's just fear. It's fear that's stopping you, and we can manage fear. That's what all of this has been on, and my Thursday meeting group is on, is working through and getting rid of fear. But here's what happens is, if you are taking this fear into every day, worrying what's going to happen, when that big red dot does happen, there's so much confusion around it, and extra fears and all the other things, all those thoughts you're thinking about, like okay, so when you're worried something's going to happen, you go through every single scenario in your mind that may or may not ever happen. And fear, as Will Smith said very nicely in I Am Legend, is not real. It is based purely on something that may or may not ever happen. But if we can get it so that the fear every day is reduced, then when something big happens, you've got more clarity, and you're able to see the bits you need to go for and the bits you need to work on better. That's a really abridged version of that. I'm more than happy to explore it with you further. But the way to trust that things are going to get better is to to get into the habit of being grateful for the tiny things that you do and your impact on the world, because you do more than you know. You asking me that question struck my heart and made me think, oh my God, I'm doing the right thing here. This is exactly the kind of work I'm meant to be doing, because I know I can help people like her. Okay? And I get that fear to try again. And that's why you need people around you that you can really get the support from and the love from, to really feel connected as well. And I will gladly be that person for you. Just reach out, okay? Because for me, I used to, honestly, I worried if, and I'm sure you do this too, I worried if I wasn't worrying. That's the other thing. So I was like, shit, I'm not worrying about anything. What's wrong? What's going to happen? And there is an element of where your mind goes, you can attract all this stuff in, because I've had that happen a bit recently myself. But also you will get to a point where actually you have no choice but to go, fuck this universe, I surrender. There's nothing else I can do. It's over to you. I command you to step in and show me the next best step, because I can't do this anymore. So I would be inclined to ask for a sign and to say to the angels, do you know what? I need you to come in and help me on this one now. I need you to show me, or God, or whatever, or whoever you believe in, to just go, I need your help to feel safe, to feel happy, and to feel successful. And there will be some conditioning as well that I can talk to you about doing some clearing on. There will be some conditioning that you've had, probably from your childhood or past lives even, because we do drag this back. And again, that's stuff we can clear with the SRT work I do, or I can point you in the direction of other people, because I'm trying to answer your question here. I'm not trying to flog me stuff. I'm just going to break this down. Wonder if things, what are things? The things you're talking about, explore those. What things, what specific things do you want to have get better? Write them down. The situations, and then write what them getting better would look like for you. So I wonder if things are going to get any better. So you write down the thing and you write down what it looks like when it's better. Don't write the negative. Just be like, okay, so if it's work, this is what it looks like if it's better. My dream thingy would be this. You're tired of struggling. I'm getting real itchy ears. It's like I'm getting loads of input. I'm so tired of struggling. Then stop. Quicksand. The more you struggle, the worse it gets. Stop. You feel like you're stuck in mud. And as soon as you get free and start thriving, everything crashes and you're pulled back. What is pulling you back? Who is pulling you back? Are you stepping back? Are you falling back? Are you being dragged back? Is it old patterns? Is it old thought processes? And you're scared to try again this time. Where are you now? Right now, as you watch this video, are you stuck in the mud? Where are you? You know, are you halfway out? Are you like fully up to here? Are you just your feet in? Or are you just looking at that puddle thinking not going near that, in fact? Or are you in a cave hiding because you're too scared to get out there and do anything? Which I totally understand, because I promise you I've been there. I have. I really, 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 really have. And I know that you need the support to get out. And that's what I'm hoping this video does. I'm hoping this is just giving you a few aha moments that are really going to help you with this. So, like I said in my post, thank you for your honesty and sharing. I hope I've given you some snippets that are going to help. Send me a message if you need anything, and if you want to explore something further, and we can work through it. Okay? You'll know who you are. I'll tag you. I'm keeping that private for the video's sake. But lots of love.